Hi there. In this video we will be taking a look at this hammock from Livarno Home, which is as usual Lidl. In theory, this thing can handle up to 100 kilograms. So if you have more than that, sorry, but this isn't going to work for you. From what I see in here, this is also meant for the indoors, like this, and it's easy to put it away. Let's say, I don't know, when you don't want it around, or if you are using it in your garden, maybe in the autumn you store it away, in the spring you get it out. Although I don't really think you want any water on this, so presumably you only keep it outside in non-rainy days, because it will damage the wood itself. This will get damaged with lots of water anyway. So yeah, let's see some info on it in a moment, because they are upside down for the moment now. Here we have the info about it. So it weighs about 13 kilograms everything. Lying area in it 200 by 100, which is decent. And yeah, the dimensions of the frame if you are interested. And this is what they say about it: powder coated steel balls, floor friendly feet, so it has rubber on the feet or some kind of plastic, tool free assembly. That's nice when you are taking it apart and when assembling, obviously. And yeah, space saving storage, already showed you that. And that's about it. So let's get this package opened up and assemble this thing. Before going outside, just a quick look at the materials. These pipes are welded, as you can see from that, and they are quite thick. So if you are bending these things, you are doing something wrong, or you are overweight. Not overweight in general, overweight limit of this thing, 100 kilos. Let's see this. Okay, wasn't expecting this. Really thick material. Not sure how good it will be in time, but at least for the moment seems to be quite thick. Not nice to work with it, because as you can see it's quite stiff and it leaves marks when you bend it. But yeah, for what it needs to do, good enough. This thing wood itself doesn't have any coating on it, so yes, it will not like rain, but everything looks quite okay. The material in itself, decently thick, not too thick, not too thin, should be okay. I will obviously tell you what happens to this in time. We have some connections in here. Everything is marked up, so it's kind of easy to assemble, because you cannot get it wrong. B goes into B, so yep, there's that. Anyway, so let's assemble this. Do we have some plastics? We do have some plastics. So these are the plastic feet. You might be wondering why I'm not showing you this outside. Well, moving into a new house, neighbors don't know that much about YouTube, so hearing me talk to a camera in a foreign language, they might think I'm crazy, so I'm avoiding that for the moment. I'm going to let them think I'm crazy a bit later. Let me open this and be back in a second. Yeah, the plastic for the feet. It could have been a bit thicker, but just nitpicking, honestly. This is the hook that will actually hold the whole thing. Quite thick plastic, but this might be one of the things that will fail in time. But I think it's quite easy to replace it with anything else that allows you to hook the ends of this thing onto. So that's not that bad. And these are the thingies that will be holding this together. So basically we have a thread in there, and we any day now. I'm literally doing this with my left hand, so yeah, excuse me if I'm doing it slow and a bit awkward today. Luckily, this being plastic, you will not have the great idea to over tighten them, because you will damage the thread in this. It's a threaded pipe which is 1 millimeter thin or something like that, so if you overdo it you will damage the thread, but you might also damage the plastic, so that will be your limiting factor. And yeah, let's go outside, put all of this together, and then see how I think about it in a few good days of use, weeks, maybe even months until I release this video, because I have lots of already filmed videos that have not been released yet, and also see what my girls and my wife think about it. Yes, I'm not going to film the assembly process. I am going to show you the instructions in a moment in case you don't have yours. This is how it should look. This is what we get, the materials. This is how you go up in it, because if you don't do it properly, you will go overboard. Luckily, you are not on water, so you will only fall down, maybe onto concrete, which kind of is not that fun. Feel free to pause at any time to read the manual. And that's about it. So this thing has been out in the elements for I don't know, 2.5 years or something like that already. It's still holding. You can see the plastic affected by UV, but still working, still doing its thing. Paint mostly holding, but on some of the elements you can see this. So underneath there is rust. This pipe was not properly and sufficiently cleaned before being painted, basically at the end of the day. But yeah, luckily still holding, and I could anyway clean it and repaint it if I want. But yeah, also probably this happens because it's always in the elements, so if you put it away at least in the winter, for sure it will survive much better than this. But I didn't, so anyway. On the other hand, this was never left in the elements, so as you can see it's in absolute perfect shape as the first day we got it, so no issues with it whatsoever. As for being used, it's working just great. Material is nice to sit on, no problems, no tears, no rips, no nothing. So I liked. So that's about it. Even after all these years, I can still recommend it. No issues with it whatsoever up until now. Hopefully there won't be, and if anything fails because of some rust, that can be easily fixed. So hope this video helps you, in which case please give it a like, check out my other videos, and as always, see you in the next one. Bye.